G'day everybody, my name's Josh, welcome to another video on Rainbow Six Siege, murder holes and spawn kills. Today we're going to be focusing on murder holes, not spawn kills like the other one. So, if you want to know the spawn kills for Bartlett University, sorry, not the spawn kills, fuck me, the murder holes for Bartlett University, then you might want to listen up. Alright, first spawn kill sorry, oh my fucking god. The first murder hole we have up today is the front door one. This is one where you can protect the front door and possibly this window leading straight into the lobby area. Now, when people usually break in, this is me personally, I'll usually look around here. I'll probably look around here. I don't usually go through the front door, it's really dangerous. You got like fucking 3 entrances you gotta look for. Someone's always like hiding in here or, you know, down here. Or someone even sitting like down there in that corner over there. But when you're coming through here, you're most likely going to go through the front door like this, and you're going to keep going. Or when you go through the window, you're going to just pop through here. You know, some people even pop through here, but I don't see many people popping through that. But if you're a defender and you want to defend this front door, instead of wanting to like sit here, obvious positions, then you're going to want to get above. What I mean by that is we're going to pop some holes, and you can use any gun for this, except probably a pistol, but, you know. So, what you want to do is, obviously you're not going to have sledge, so, from here you can guard this front door, right from the top here, pretty much getting right above it and killing anybody, especially if you got a shotgun. This is extremely effective because they'll come through that door slow and they will get absolutely mowed down. One shot. Any shotgun, I bet you, except for maybe the Super 90 and Tachanka and Kapkan's one, will probably one-shot anybody from this. Another great way to block off the front door and possibly this window, whichever one you're looking at, if you don't want to go up there, because, you know, your objective room could be up there and you can get fucked up from that position, is by sitting here. Now, I don't see many people utilizing this wall. This wall is completely destructible. It's destructible from all angles, and for some reason, the top bit is not even framed up, so you could even sneak a few frags up there if you wanted to. Now, sitting here, you can have like a bunch of murder holes if you want. You can have like one here to watch the front door from this angle, and if you see anyone pop in, you can just pop out and shoot them. You can have it here, so that way you can literally see the whole entire front door if this lamp would fucking move, which I can't move it. You can see the whole front door from this angle, and you can even watch this window, which stops two ways coming in for people. This one isn't really a murder hole, but it's more of a block-off point, because if your objective is in the the library as such, you can actually watch this window from up here, which I don't see many people utilizing as well, because this hatch is extremely effective, because if you're, like, you know, they're popping through that window, I always see people popping through this window, or even coming to this room, and if they don't pop through that window and you hear them down there, you can jump down and probably kill them. This one's pretty good for watching the kitchen hallway, which people will try to advance through the kitchen hallway when they're trying to grab the hostage and stuff, when the hostage is in the kitchen. So pretty much from this angle, you've got a really good, like, clear view of the doorway, and the only way they can, if you barricade this door, and maybe even like that door there, then like the only way they can really get you is from that window and this staircase, unless you hear them breaking down the door. So you can watch potentially 2 entrances, so one from here, and if they don't want to push through there, you've got there, and you've also got this hatch here to go through if you need to escape. Now, if your objective room or even hostage is in the library, then most of the time enemies will push from here. Actually, they'll push pretty much in the library. They push them anywhere. But if you want to particularly block this door off from above, you can get up here, because pretty much everything in Bartlett, you got to think everything in Bartlett is pretty much breakable. So you can get up here and potentially just block this door off from even being like accessed by them. So if they're just trying to slowly peek it, you know, you could just, like, as soon as you see somebody, just, that's dead right there. And then you could do that for this door as well. Pretty sure it's right here. Yeah, you can block this door off from this angle as well. So if the enemy is not pushing from upstairs and they're pushing from down, you can potentially block off both doors from down here by being up, while also protecting up here as well. And then if they are there, or you see them and they're shooting at you, you can literally jump off here and just go. Also, if you break off those things there, you don't take any falling damage from jumping. I'll show you now. When you jump over them, you will take falling damage, but if you just break them and fall down that way, you will not take falling damage. So I took 9 points of falling damage. Another great murder hole for blocking off the staircase, if you are on staircase, is obviously break here. And you can pretty much block off the staircase from up here if you know someone's pushing. This is good if you are having a firefight on the staircase and then you just want to push back up and look at them from down here. But from this angle, you can also block the staircase from here as well. If you blow a hole here, you could potentially peek out like this and block off the staircase from here. And from the staircase, this actually isn't that obvious to see as you might think it would be. Because if you're pushing staircase, and you're trying to look, like, you're generally not going to be looking here at a wall. Especially if you've got part of it reinforced. Like, if you've reinforced, like... I'm probably going to speed this up. So, like this. So, you've got the reinforcements there, and someone's pushing upstairs. They're generally going to see like this, and they're going to push up, and they're going to be looking this direction. And once they hit here, they are literally like in perfect line of sight of this. So once they think it's there, yeah, once they hit there, they're in like perfect line of sight of you, just blowing them off, you know? Not blowing them off in the way that you think, but you know. So, another place you can block off people, this is actually not a block off one, it's more of a interchange one. Like, you can actually block off this entire like interchange area. Like, this is a commonly used fucking like hallway here, because you get in through here. Sorry, he interrupted me. You can get in through here and pretty much, like, go around, but it's very noticeable. Like, it's noticeable, the hole, but, like, it might just look like a wreckage hole to some people. So they'll move through here and you can pop them off from here. It also lets you, like, block this, like, area, and you can block off this room, which is, I think, both secure rooms. This is actually a great place to smoke, in my opinion, because if you were to pop a smoke nade...
Right there. Quite a good spot for people not to notice it. Maybe actually shove it over a little bit. Try and get it.
Like that, perfect. So you get it like that, so it's not noticeable. And that hole right there is obvious. Alright, this light like, helps put that in play, but if you pop a little hole here, and you see this massive hole that someone's made when you're pushing them, you generally aren't going to see this hole right there. You're going to see that hole, and you're going to peek through here. Now, this is incredibly useful because if they don't, like, it's generally not a good idea to shoot them at this position. Once they start pushing, as soon as they get about here, you pop that smoke grenade. Wow. That was the most failed smoke I have ever seen. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you put it... Sorry. Put it there. Yeah, and once you blow it, it's gonna choke them off. So they're probably not gonna want to push back, and if they do, they're gonna take a bit of damage from that smoke, which allows you the opportunity to just mow them down. And then if they run into this room here, they've pretty much fucked themselves because they pretty much fucked themselves because this room here is like a death room. You can be hit from that angle. You know, you just throw a fucking smoke grenade here, and you pretty much got them.
5 seconds left.
Now, as well as showing you the murder holes, I'm actually going to show some fuse spots as well for this map, because this map is extremely effective for fuse if they're on the bottom floors. It is so effective. Like, you don't understand. Like, you can clear out an entire secure room for your team and Montane or something to push in with just 3 fuse charges in this room, or even 2. Like, there's 2 spots you can hit that just completely denies this room. If you've got people sitting in the windows, then they're completely denied. So if you want to clear lounge with fuse, I see people who go up here, they'll usually just lay down a fuse charge, you know, like they'll put one on this hatch, or if it's blown, they'll be like, okay, put one here, put one here, put one here. Yeah, you don't. That is effective, but if you want to use 2 fuse charges or so, you're going to want to put a fuse charge near this hatch. Okay, if the hatch is blown open, then put it near it. But if it's not blown, then you can put it on. But I recommend putting it here because of the reason. Now, when you're infiltrating this room, you'll notice that people are probably going to be sitting around here. A lot of people will be sitting here, and usually behind this desk. Now, that is shootable through, but you know, if they're taking advantage of that as well, and you've got a fuse up there, you pop the fuse charge. You've pretty much just cleared this entire thing here. You've actually gotten rid of anybody standing close to this. And if you're lucky, some fuse charges might even go over here. So with this one fuse charge, you have blown up almost, like, pretty much half of the room. And I guarantee, if anyone's hiding behind that closet thing, they are dead. Now, if that killed everyone here, but you still got people hiding over here, I recommend putting one on the corner of this mat. Putting one on the corner of this map will completely deny anybody who's standing near that window. That one didn't spread out as far as I wanted it to, because they are pretty random, you know, that one spread out quite a bit. This one didn't spread out much at all. But this completely denies anybody near the window, and you've pretty much just cleared the entire room in 2 fuse charges. But if you wanted to get a third in, where did I put that hole? If you want to get a third in, I recommend just getting, you know, like in the middle of the room, maybe like there, and just blowing it. But like, those 2 cleared the room. Now, here's the thing. Once you've blown that first fuse charge, people will push back here. Now, once that happens, or they might even be coming upstairs to get you. Now, the easiest way for them to come upstairs is to go up that staircase, but if you're sitting here ready to take them down, then that's good. But if you want to stop that from happening as well, put one on the corner of this doorway. Putting one on the corner of this doorway will completely deny anybody that just ran out from your last fuse charge, because once they run out, that corner's screwed, that corner's screwed. Anybody who was attempting to even, you know, once they feel that fuse charge, they'll be like, shit, and they might push back, and then someone might be trying to peek this window, and then tunk, 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 you've just come through, and they've tried to run, you know, and you've just denied them completely. Another great place for fuse to do his thing, and block off library, would definitely be this room right here, which is classroom. Now, if they are in the library and they aren't upstairs, and you've got people, you know, either if there's people up here, you can fuse from up here, obviously. But a lot of things I don't see people doing with fuse, like, you know, when they'll fuse out an entire room, but like if people aren't in the room, like if you got 2 no kills with fuses and you got like 1 here and 1 there, they're obviously not there, because like 2 fuse charges will kill anybody in this area. But where they could be is in there. Now, I've never seen anybody fuse this room, honestly. I have not seen it, like, ever. And I don't know why. It looks like an extremely good room to fuse. I'm going to take damage from this. It's an extremely good room to fuse because of how, like, small it is. Like, you put 1 fuse charge in the middle, and I reckon you can clear this entire room. I see people hiding here when they've got this room. You know, they'll hide here and they'll wait for people to walk past here. You got people who lie down in the window, wait for people to jump through. You got people who hide behind this and like take angles, or even take angles on them. You know, people hiding here. Some people even hide here, but like from the fuse charge position, you can't get that spot. I don't think you can. You might be able to. But if you want to hit like library good, you're going to want to put a fuse charge right in the middle of this mat. Doing this ensures that anybody hiding behind these bookshelves is fucked. One good charge will get rid of people hiding behind the bookshelves, except for over here maybe, because I think the couch got in the way of that. But you know, fuse charges are random, so I wouldn't entirely count on all these fuse charge spots working every single time. But then if you got people in that one, I recommend putting one right on these papers somewhere. Doing this, as soon as I can get Fuse's fat ass down there. Doing this completely annihilates this room. And if you can even put 2 here, like if you want, if the first one fucked up, like this one might. No, as you can see from this charge, it decimated the room. You know, you had one flop here, here, like, ew, this one would have killed anybody, like, here. Here, you know, it's pretty much just decimated the room. So this kind of counters library in a way, and then if you got people hiding in here, this is a really fucking good spot that I found that not many people actually utilize as well. It doesn't work 100% of the time, so don't expect it to work every single time. I'm going to speed this part up. Okay, so to do this spot, break the window first. By doing that, you either look up in melee or you look to the side in melee, so you don't actually hit this piece of wood. And now put it around the top bit here. I'm gonna speed this part up again because okay, doing this, you have just put a fuse charge on that window right there, I'm pretty sure. Now, once you blow this, this charge can go down here, it can spread up there. Occasionally, you'll get one that goes through that door. You pretty much decimate, like, anything, and I'm pretty sure this couch protects you from explosions, so I'm gonna hope it does. Yeah, see? That one came all the way down here and killed me, even though I was over here by the couch. Look at that. Absolutely decimated.
Has been compromised.
This is one for attackers, but something I don't really see people using as well is on this front door, if you're going through, you can actually, like, rappel up and look through this little thing here, which you can't actually blow up or anything. But you can look through here, and, like, it allows you to see down the end of that hole, partially in here, and actually partially over here. And it's actually pretty good for recon instead of actually breaking down this door, which makes sound, which a lot of people use to, like, identify where people are. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I didn't really have the best outro. I tried to make, like, an outro in the, like, video that I was making, but for some reason the audio didn't fucking work, and I already quit the game, so I'm not going back to do that shit again. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're new and you liked. If you didn't like it, then don't watch my channel. I don't know. But, you know, peace out, my knee riggers.